Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Wednesday to you. This is Damon Lester, President of the National Association of Minority Automobile Dealers. We want to welcome you to our convention webinar series. And today we have a very, very, very special guest and some good friends in NAMAD who has had booths at previous conferences and has also dealer representation. Today, we're going to talk about the NAMAD Certified Program and the most effective ways to increase certified vehicle sales. And the reason why I think that this is important and this program is important, as many of you already know, that most inventory levels on new cars are at an all-time low. And as we focus on new vehicles and getting that inventory in for you guys to sell to your prospective customers, this certified pre-owned program will provide you some assistance to keep the ball rolling as you wait for the product. With that said, I want to please welcome Mr. Iman Boykin, who is the Vice President of CB Money. Iman.
Damon, we thank you and thanks for having us. We want to thank you for giving us this opportunity to share NAMAD's unique and revolutionary pre-owned program. Hi, I'm Emmanuel Boykin, Vice President of C. Berman Associates, and I'd like to welcome you all to the most effective ways to increase your vehicle sales. Before we review the agenda, I would like to introduce my partners and the presenters from the GSFS group. There's Michael Sims, who is the National Sales Manager of the GSFS group, and Paul Lauderdale. Paul is the Director of Training and Development of the GSFS group. Both Mike and Paul have a number of years of experience in the industry, and I look forward to their presentation. Looking at the agenda, we're going to start with a video overview, which will talk about the NAMAD CPO program. We'll then look at, have Paul come in and he'll talk about the certified pre-owned program basics, things you might not know about a CPO. He'll then talk about customer demand, the CPO industry potential, and the CPO from the buyer's perspective, and he'll also talk about the CPO from the dealer's perspective. Paul will talk about why marketing is key, and then Mike Sims will come in and he will talk about the NAMAD CPO program. Mike will give you a sample of some marketing materials that we prepared for you, and then we'll have questions and answers. But I'd like to remind you that with the collective power of the NAMAD brand, NAMAD and C. Berman Associates, with the support of the GSFS group, has developed a program for NAMAD dealers. NAMAD dealers now have the ability to certify all of their qualifying vehicles, not just their branded vehicles. So if I were to give you an example, a NAMAD Nissan dealer can now certify their pre-owned Hyundais, their Ram trucks, their Kias, any vehicle that you have in your inventory, as long as it qualifies. You have the same coverage, same price, and the NAMAD CPO mirrors your manufacturer's CPO. This is a great opportunity, and I hope you all take advantage of it. Let's get started with the video.
Discover the benefits of our unique and revolutionary certified pre-owned program. Our program closely mirrors your OEM franchise in all aspects at no additional cost. Most franchise dealers only offer certification on used vehicles matching their franchise. The NAMAD CPO offers so much more. We provide all qualifying certified pre-owned vehicles with a worry-free limited warranty, a multi-point certification process, nationwide coverage, and 24/7 roadside assistance. The NAMAD Certified Pre-Owned program offers customers with peace of mind for the road ahead, knowing that your vehicle comes protected with a certified limited warranty. The customer can upgrade their coverage to avoid unexpected repair costs. The customer also has the option to upgrade with the purchase of a vehicle service contract. All NAMAD CPO vehicles will be evaluated for eligibility to meet the criteria necessary to be included in the CPO program. All NAMAD CPO vehicles pass a rigorous multi-point vehicle inspection, include a CPO manufacturer-style limited warranty, have a clean title, and include a comprehensive vehicle history report. All NAMAD CPO vehicles are also equipped with satellite radio, come with a 3-month trial subscription of Sirius XM All Access. This includes over 150 channels in the car and more. NAMAD members can take advantage of this unique certified pre-owned program brought to you by NAMAD in partnership with C. Berman Associates and Gulf States Financial Services. Sign up today. We've got you covered, guaranteed.
Hi, I'm Paul Lauderdale with Gulf States Financial Services. Thank you so much for involving me in this. That was all about NAMAD and their certified solution. Before we actually get into the NAMAD Direct program, I want to just address the CPO program in general. So most of you watching fall into one of 3 categories when it comes to certified pre-owned. 1, little experience. 2, held back by cost. Or 3, critical profit and volume. Little experience. There's thousands of dealers who haven't experienced the advantages of CPO. This presentation is certainly for you. Held back by cost. There's some of you who have, for the recon cost, for the warranty cost, for the different costs involved, you couldn't find the value equation to make sense. So this presentation is for you also. The message is also for those who have already found the value. They know that it's a critical part of their operation, that CPO is something you just can't go without. Before we move into the actual storyline, I want to put 3 anchors up there for us, things that will weave their way through the entire presentation. 1, over 2/3 of your used car shoppers are seeking certified. Take advantage of a power market that's already in place. Your customers already know. Your customers already expect you to have certified. And pre-owned outsells new nearly 3 to 1. Before we actually move from this slide, I want to share a story with you real quick. It's a message from a dealer and a dealer operation, a true story from my past where I got to work with a dealer. In the 80s and 90s, this particular dealer, we'll call him dealer Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith was selling the 100, 200 cars a month in his used car operation. Somewhere in the mid-90s, he decided that he wanted to find that next volume step. What is it that I need to do next? Well, he ran into a partner, and that partner offered up a CPO program for both to add to his OEM and to have a non-OEM CPO product. He did 3 things, and I've got a couple of notes here that I'll refer to as I go through this. I don't want to forget the story pieces. 1, he prepared his staff. It is important to prepare your staff. 2, he changed the sign on the big brick building. It used to say used cars. He took the S off and put up the word factory. He was completely committed. He said used car factory is what he decided to call this 3rd type of unit. And then only the eligible CPO units were put on that lot. Now, he had other lots where he put the rest of his used cars, but if they were eligible for CPO, they existed on that lot. So that 100 to 200 units became 300 units and then 400 units. And today, well, actually within just under a year, he was at 500 used cars plus out of that operation. This is a true story. It is an exaggeration of what can happen, no doubt, but it's true. And if you will take and make this a true 3rd option to your consumers, make it separate. It's not new. It's not used. It is certified. And if you go with a CPO option where your OEM and your non-OEM are all included, you will have great success. Now let's get into some of those details. Add non-OEM CPO to your OEM, to your CPO offering. Here's some of the things that are important about it. Used car shoppers seek out CPO programs. When they walk through the front door, Most of them, 2/3 of them, 68% are looking for a pre-owned certified unit. Take advantage of media coverage. I'm going to do some more of that on the next couple of pages. There's a lot of marketing out there to take advantage of. 68% of the pre-owned buyers intend to purchase certified. CPO with OEMs only cover particular vehicles. Well, what about those others that are worthy of a CPO program? Again, add non-OEM CPO to your CPO offering. Get it across the board. That's just the basics. CPO potential. Why a full CPO offering works so well. It is the fastest growing segment in the pre-owned vehicle market by far. Sales have increased every year over the last 9 years. It resonates with millennial buyers. They've been traditionally hard to reach. Media outlets are supportive of CPO product. I'm going to show you that on the next screen. Customers are increasingly educated on CPO programs. They recognize the word certified pre-owned. CPO fills a gap between new and used vehicles. Again, we're making a point of saying it is a third choice for your consumer. New, used, CPO. Don't let it just be another used car. Market support. Your customers already know. I'll give you a few seconds to absorb this screen, but US News, Auto Battelle, Consumer Reports, JD Powers, Edmunds, I think all of you would consider these credentialed outlets for our markets. This is what your customers are hearing all the time. In the first one, I just highlighted a piece there. Fortunately, there's a third choice, a certified pre-owned vehicle. Auto Battelle says a rigorous inspection process is the hallmarks of CPO. Your customers are hearing this all the time from them. Consumer Reports saves you money. Why automakers created certified pre-owned. JD Power, while non-CPO vehicles are typically less expensive, they are not equal to CPO vehicles. Edmunds, remove the uncertainty about the mechanical condition. CPO cars take the guesswork out of used car shopping. Guys, it's the #1 reason that new cars gets its business is because there's some guesswork involved in used. Take the guesswork out, make it that third choice. There's a third choice for your consumer. Great credentials here. The message your customers already know. They're getting it from everywhere. CPO buyers, why the buyers will pay premium for a CPO. They get more vehicle without sacrifice. The CPO vehicles are later model, they're lower mileage. CPO vehicles are now similarly equipped to new, so they're in that middle port. Offers the ability to buy up, get a little more car for the same money. Offers warranty that reassures a smart choice and provides reassurance that the vehicle is reliable because they get the inspection checklist, they get the vehicle history report. They will pay more for the CPO if you offer them a premium experience. You're going to see those words come up. CPO dealers, money, profit, volume, loyalty, efficiency. These are all things that are important to all of us in this market. Customers are willing to pay more for the CPO vehicle. We just covered that. Certified vehicles turn faster. I know you know money's in that. Let's turn them fast. Provides opportunities for additional profit per sale. F&I product opportunities. F&I products per line, increased back-end gross, increased service parts profit off recon and owner servicing. That owner servicing leads to loyalty and retention. Third-party providers are tied into this, SiriusXM and OnStar. Current market, this is something that Damon mentioned earlier that's worth repeating. Current market offers a new selling option due to likely production shortages. Our market's a little different right now. This helps you pick up. And it makes you prepared for when things like this happen. Marketing is a critical component. Again, this starts with that statement at the bottom of the screen. Differentiate it as a true third choice, not just new or used. Your CPO program creates a point of differentiation. Advertising your CPO changes consumer perception of your dealership. It's a branding opportunity. The inspection and vehicle history reports reinforce that you care about the customer. Guys, trust is where it is. The community trust for a dealership is what causes its business. Online advertising is imperative. Mark your inventory. with CPO. Make sure the keywords and the websites are in place, your ads are in place. Make sure your digital marketing is as good as the marketing that sits on your showroom floor and in the window clings. Be proactive in extolling the virtues of CPO with customers and direct traffic towards them. You have a third choice. Differentiate as a third choice. Your marketing needs to look a lot like your new marketing. Tie it together. When Mike gives his piece on NAMAD in just a few minutes, one of the key pieces is that the OEM portion needs to look like your non-OEM portion, so you offer a certified program that's nice, simple, easy, and easy to understand. Mike will cover that. Customers are willing to pay a premium for CPO, want to feel like they're getting a premium experience. Make sure the CPO marketing materials are consistent with your new car marketing materials. Critical component of buyer behavior in a CPO market is the belief that they are making a well thought out and smart decision. The marketing's got to be quality. It's got to be professional. It's got to address your limited warranties. It's got to address your vehicle history reports, your inspection. It's got to include the whole picture. Make sure, again, this is not just another new used car sale, and it's not a new car sale. This is a third choice. Mike Sims is going to cover the unique program that NAMAD is offering. Mike, would you like to take over here?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, E-Man and Damon. Quite excited to talk about the NAMAD program. And again, in talking about the NAMAD program, the uniqueness of it is designed for flexibility. One of the key things we want you all to know with this NAMAD program is how flexible it is. NAMAD is now created a program in which you can certify everything on your lot, all of your other vehicles outside of your OEM vehicles. This is the uniqueness of the program. This is what brings the program to hold. This is where it turns into a new profit center for you, an increased profit center for you, for the dealer. Now, all of the vehicles outside of your manufacturer OEM vehicles, you have the ability to not only certify them, but continue the certification just as you have on your manufacturer vehicles. It mirrors the manufacturer's program, in months, mileage, and the uniqueness of the program. It eliminates the confusion within the offering for the dealer. You don't have to determine there's another type of certification that's being offered at your dealership. It's going to mirror it. If you're a Nissan store, it's going to mirror the Nissan factory, the Nissan CPO warranty. This is the uniqueness of the NAMAD program, in which makes this a revolutionary type program for you right now. With this, it's going to provide a convenient sales approach for all the dealer associates. Everybody understands certified. The customers understand certified. NAMAD has created a program in which makes it simple across the board for you to offer, and it reduced the complexity of it. You don't have to endure or think about any other type of offering. You're going to be offering it across the board. This is where, again, as we stated, if it was a Nissan store, you can offer it on your Hyundais, Kias, what have you, all of your other branded vehicles within your dealership. The other piece to this is the branding, the NAMAD branding, the collective power of NAMAD being brought out in your store for as the CPO of your other vehicles. And when you think about it, it goes in two separate ways. One, we have the NAMAD branding. We have certifiedvehicle.com, which allows you to brand it to your dealership. If you want to keep your branded name, we have that program offered and available through the certifiedvehicle.com through NAMAD to give you that branding in which all of us love and like so much. The marketing materials are also available through NAMAD, certifiedvehicle.com, through the dealer branding. And we're going to go over all of the marketing pieces, but the tie into this again, and I want everyone to remember the uniqueness of this program. Now you have the ability to take certified to the next level within your dealership and branding of what you already do. Paul?
Okay, so thank you, Mike. So we provide between this collective power that's been referred to twice. It's the power of C. Berman and Associates. It's the power of NAMAD. It's the power of GSFS Group. All these, you can start combining all the resources together, and you've got support from startup all the way through continuing performance development. I want to run through these real quick. Enrollment, program instruction, marketing, pre-launch, launch, reporting and analytics, and continuous performance development. Going to go back to the first one real quick, enrollment. All of these, no matter what stage you're in, C. Berman National Sales Force, led by Eamon Boykin, services your daily needs through visits, as well as they're constantly available to you. So no matter what step you're in this process, that's your first point of contact. Enrollment, very simply, the OEM certification process, making sure that that matches there that Mike talked about. And then you enroll with Mike and NAMAD, Mike and Eman. Program and instruction, managing claims. There's administration here. You want to make sure your administration's in place. Program instruction happens well before launch. Paper flow reporting, sales presentations, sales development, wrap presentations, F&I, all of that you want practicing in place. Your marketing, two parts to that. Of course, that's your physical marketing on site. Make sure it's in place. You've also got the digital marketing, web, and your ads. Make sure all of those things are in place. You've got this team here to help you do all of that. Let's go to pre-launch. Pre-launch, just simply deciding which vehicles are eligible, making sure they're CPO, make sure you have your window clings, your buyer's guides, your marketing, your sales posters. All of your things are in place and you're ready to go. The checklist is taken care of. And also your stakeholders. There's nothing that survives without your people resources. So your stakeholders have to be in place. That's your admin, your sales, your F&I departments, your service departments. Let's go to launch. By the time you reach launch, it's very simple. It's one meeting. One meeting with 4 critical parts in it that's less than 15 minutes. You tell them clear expectations of what you expect as production. Make sure your teams know this, your management and sales teams. Benefits of CPO, be brief, but let's make sure they know how it benefits them to start and own this third choice. And if you decide, of course, we always put in there one little choice, you should do a SPIF, but that's up to you. SPIFs drive new programs and where to get sales and development support. They need to know where they get their support when they need it. So 4 items in the launch, 1 meeting, 15 minutes, and we'll help you do that. Any one of us. Reporting and analytics, GSFS Group will provide, because we are the administrator, will provide the reports and analytics so that you can analyze and we can help analyze what next steps are to keep you progressing towards things that work. Continuous, that performance development, as you move forward, you've got available to you across your dealership, training operations for sales, development operations for F&I, management, and for fixed. So all across your dealership. And we deliver it in 4 channels. Those 4 channels are important. That's live retail modeling. We get in the dealership and take ups. We also have click-through trading, which is online. We have seminars that take place online like this. And we also have live seminars and workshops. So no matter what step you're in here, from beginning to, and we're going to say there is no end, because we're going to continue to stand by you as things move forward and you want to progress and build your teams. We're there for you. And that's across, that is the collective power of NAMAD. They've put all this together.
We want to go back to marketing and show you some of the marketing items that we will provide to you. Each dealer that signs up for the NAMAD CPO program, we're going to provide you with the NAMAD brochures. The checklist, and the checklist can always be used as a selling tool as well to show your customers what actually has been done to the vehicle before purchasing and the reason that it's certified. And this is a strong piece of marketing material, as well as the desk laminate that we'll provide to you all with the startup kit with the NAMAD program, as well as.
And I'm right there, Mike.
The floor sign. As you can see, we have a floor sign that each dealer will receive from us as part of the marketing startup kit. And as you can see, the corner clean, this is so much inclusive of what the OEM has to offer for their certified program, as well as the NAMAD certified piece. And again, this is all of your other non-factory vehicles that you're able to now certify across the market. And look at the gross market profitability that's there for you as a dealer. NAMAD has created a program in which, in full detail, will give you that opportunity and ability for those vehicles to sell as certified. We also have additional NAMAD CPO point of sales material, as you can see, flags, license plate holders, window decals, key tags, everything that you need to be a full, complete, certified NAMAD dealer.
Certified pre-owned. We've told you two stories here. The first story we told you was about certified itself. Just CPO. What can it do for your dealership when you begin to not only do OEM CPO, but you combine that with non-OEM CPO and make a full offering across the board? We've told you that story. And then we told you the story of how NAMAD itself and its unique program to address that very issue. The three things I don't want you to forget through these two different storylines. Over 2/3 of your used car shoppers are seeking certified. Make sure that you're ready to take advantage of that. You need CPO. There's a power market already in place. Your customers already know. They're getting messages every week, every day, every month from very credentialed outlets saying you should buy a certified car. Why not take advantage of that? And pre-owned outsells new nearly 3 to 1. Are you taking advantage of that? Are you selling 2 times as many as you do in the new car lot? So the question becomes, where is my next volume step? The final message, the collective power of NAMAD. This program is very unique, and it is your solution to all of these things. It brings it all together, and it brings together resources to support you from this point forward. We're going to actually go to a Q&A session now. The Q&A session is going to be, very simply, you can put your question into chat. I'll take the questions and I'll make sure and farm them out. Since I don't know a thing, I'm going to farm it out to Mike Sims and Eman, because they are going to be our primary answers of your questions. They're running the program and they run the field force that supports you. So I'm going to open my chat screen real quick and see if there's any questions. Give me a second and I'll start reading some of these.
Well, Paul and Mike, I have to say, very nice job. Very good presentation. Let's see what questions we have and let's try and provide answers for them.
The very first question at Eman, since you already have taken the screen, I'll just throw this one at you, is how do I get started?
Well, the first thing you can do is reach out to myself or reach out to Mike Sims. We'll take your information and we'll get with you right away. Once we get information from you, find out where your locations are, we'll come out and visit your stores and get you set up. It's a really easy process. If you look at the screen, you'll see that my information is there and Mike Sims' information is there. You have our cell phone numbers and you also have our email addresses. So feel free to just reach out to us right away.
All right, thanks, Eman. I think that's good information, guys. A matter of fact, I'm just going to leave that on the screen, because no matter what the question is, if you didn't quite get enough answer, these two guys can answer it. So you can call them for more detail or anything you want to know as we move through this. I do have a second question. What cars do not qualify for this program? And I think, Mike, how about you?
All right. Quite naturally, commercial vehicles, RV trailers, conversion vans, salvage title, gray market, anything high performance, anything exceeds 8 cylinders, electric only, or even kit vehicles. Anything that alters or modifies the manufacturer specifications would not be covered, as well as ineligible vehicles of Bentleys, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Lotuses, Maseratis, and Rolls Royces on this particular program.
All right, so Mike, just to give the listeners, the audience, an idea and percentage of this, of all those things, how often does this affect us? So of 100% of the vehicles on the used car lots out there, what percentage do you think we will be able to take care of?
Between 96, 97% of our vehicles we would be able to cover in this program.
Okay, very good, awesome. Well, there's plenty of more questions here. Mike, I'm gonna stay with you for just a minute. I know that's
Okay.
part of this you're leading. How long will it take me to get up and running?
With the NAMAD program, certified vehicle program, dealer branded, 48 to 72 hours upon the time we receive the final documentation paperwork from the dealer.
Okay.
So it's a real quick, easy process. Once we receive that, then we'll move to an additional step after that. We'll have training, and once we do the training, we'll send out the marketing materials.
Okay. So very quick. You can get me up and running pretty quick.
Quickly.
Okay.
Doesn't
Very,
take
very
long
good.
at all.
How long will it, another question, E-Man, you mind if I
Sure.
come over to you? How long will it take to get the marketing materials?
Well, depending on the marketing materials, if the dealer is going to sign up with the NAMAD program and use NAMAD materials or use the certifiedvehicle.com materials, we can get those out to them within 3 to 5 business days. But we'd like to have the dealer sign up first and make certain that we get the training in place and we know that they're trained and ready to go, and then we send those materials out. If that dealer wants to do a program where they're using their own name or using a different name where we'd have to customize the program, it's going to take a bit longer because there's an approval process, and the dealer needs to make certain that we are doing exactly what they want them to do or what we want them to do. So that'll take a little bit longer. But for the most part, if you're using NAMAD or certifiedvehicle.com materials, 3 to 5 business days.
Okay.
Oh, let me
all right.
add this to that, Paul. Let me add
Go ahead.
one thing to that. Membership has its benefits. Remember, you have to be a NAMAD member to be on this program.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Good, good, good. One of the big, so there's 2 messages I just heard in that answer. One is that there's 2 different ways to brand this. You can brand it in NAMAD. That means the advertising has NAMAD CPO on it, and that's what you use. That comes a little quicker because it's all ready.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go through certifiedvehicle.com, which is your own self-branding, which may have artwork and other things that you have to build towards. Okay, so it's a dealer decision. All right, thanks, E-Man and Mike. Do you have another question? Do you sign up independent dealers? And this may actually be one that Mike may have already, I'm going to ask you though, E-Man, go ahead and comment on that. Do you sign up independent dealers?
For this program, I would really like independent dealers to reach out to either Mike or myself. We definitely sign up independent dealers, but we'd like to talk to that dealer and make absolutely certain that we understand what they're doing, and then we'll talk with them about options that we can work with them on. But independent dealers, we definitely want to sign up, and it's important that that independent dealer is a NAMAD dealer, okay?
All right, very good. Just like Mike had just said, NAMAD dealer. This program is for NAMAD dealers. All right, very good. But independent dealers should definitely call you, right?
Absolutely, they should call us.
Okay, all right. Very, very good. Don't see any other questions. That's, I think it's 5 or 6 questions we've been through.
Paul, this is
E-Man,
Dan. Just real quick,
Go ahead.
before we wrap up, I just want to reiterate, this is a NAMAD program, but this can be badged under your respective dealership's name. It does not have to be called a NAMAD CPO. This can be badged under your name, your dealership, or however you want to call it. If you guys can just give some examples of what some dealers have been calling it, calling their program outside of their supporting organization. Do you have any names that you can share?
I've got at least 100 names I could share just from a point of take somebody's last name. Quite often you'll see the Smith CPO because they're branding it directly to the dealership name itself. So that's one. Go ahead, E-Man.
Absolutely, dealers are Johnson certified vehicles. Dealers can use their name, but keep in mind, we're happy to work with them with pulling together those materials, but it's going to take a little time for us to do that. But if they're using the NAMAD program, of course, we could do it right away. Again, if we're using certifiedvehicle.com, we can do it right away. But any name the dealer chooses to come up with, or however they choose to brand their business, we're willing to work with them.
All right.
Mike, would you like to add to any of that?
No, great answers. Again,
Okay, very good.
it's about the dealer, right? That's what this is about, and that's what we represent the dealer in this. And what we want to do is make sure at all times that that is consistent across the board with what they want to do with the NAMAD program. Thank you.
David, I'm going to turn this back to you. Make sure that there's anything else you'd like to cover.
No, just on behalf of us, and we've been working on this program for a while. We appreciate the partnership with you all, Iman, Mike, and Paul. Excellent teamwork. So please, NAMAD members on this line, as you know, we, like all of our webinars, we will be distributing this as well as the PowerPoint deck later today or first thing tomorrow. So I wanted to wrap this up, guys, if you don't have any other closing remarks.
Just thank you for letting me be involved. I do appreciate your time, and I hope that everybody remembers CPO is a super important part of a dealer operation.
Absolutely. This is a great opportunity, and I hope every dealer out there, every NAMAD dealer out there takes advantage of it.
I would like to reiterate on that. All NAMAD dealers, again, this program is built for you, for your membership purposes, for NAMAD. Take advantage of it. Thank you for allowing us this opportunity to present this across the board. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, fellas, you have a good one. Everyone, be safe. Take care.